The baddest on your side, baby, you couldn't hold it down. See, I was down to ride. Fuck it, that shit is over. Told you not to sleep on me.
Yeah, I warned you.
I want you not to sleep on me.
I told you if you fuck up, another nigga gon' luck
Not
up.
to sleep on me. I want you not to sleep on me.
Good day, glitter babes. It's me, your girl LISHA, and I am back with part 2 of He Stole My Truck story time. From the title of the story, y'all already knew that though. If you are new here, I don't like how that's shining. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button at the bottom. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and please comment and share. Yeah, so we're gonna get right into this story time, because last time I drug it a lot by telling y'all how I felt as far as this story time, how it made me feel, and you know, all of that kind of stuff. I'm still gonna do that in this story time too, but I'm not gonna do it as much because I did it last story time. But I did want to recap. I wrote down some notes because I did want to recap a few things that I left out of that story time. I forgot to tell y'all, when he said he was in jail, he said he went to jail that Friday, and he said he got out that night and it took him 3 days to walk home. Okay, that's what he told me. He told me it took him 3 days, 3 whole days to walk home, and his phone was dead throughout those 3 days. So that's why he couldn't call me, because he had no charger. He had nobody to use the phone. So that's that on that. Another thing that I failed to mention, Bam, before Kodak came to live with us, Bam came down and stayed with us for about a month or so. I'm gonna just say a few weeks. It wasn't a long time. It was probably about a month. So a few weeks, month, whatever. He came and stayed with us for a few weeks before Kodak did. So Bam ended up moving out with his best friend. Okay, and I'm telling y'all this for a reason. But he ended up moving out with his best friend, and his best friend is a chick. Okay, all of them are from Miami. Bam, X, and this chick is from Miami. I'm gonna name this chick Pebbles. Bam and Pebbles. You get it? Okay. So we're gonna name her Pebbles, but he ended up going to live with her. Shortly after this truck incident, okay, actually, you know what? That's neither here nor there. There I go. I'm going off subject. But anyways, I wanted to tell y'all that. And Bam stayed with us long enough to know how X was. That's his best friend, so he know how he is with women. But I'm saying that he stayed with us long enough to know how he was with me. He witnessed us fighting once upon a time. He was trying to, well, let me not say he was trying to get trying to get X off of me, but X was like on top of me or whatever. He wasn't hitting me or nothing, but he was just like restraining me, on top of me, you know, that kind of thing. And I'm yelling and screaming, telling him to get off, and Bam just looking like he was a bit afraid to get X off of me. But that's neither here nor there. I just had to tell y'all that too. Okay, so I hope I don't leave nothing out of this story, because I'm ending this with the part 2. So I'm trying to make sure I don't leave anything out. Okay. Told her alrighty. So like I said in the ending of the last one, we went on with our lives as normal, as usual. Me and Bam, we were phone buddies. That's what I'll call us. I'll call us phone buddies, because we never did like get together, or we never did get together or like meet up or anything of that sort. We were just phone buddies, talking on the phone, texting. It's like it's like I could tell he wanted to cross the line at times, but he didn't at first. And you know, we were just shit. I was hurt, and him, I don't know what his excuse was, but I think he was playing on my hurt and my vulnerability, and which, you know, I don't put no blame on him at all, because like I said, at the time X was doing what he was doing, and I didn't give a fuck, you know, whether I didn't care, and I was gonna do what I was gonna do or whatever. And I was doing what I was doing, because while I was talking to Bam, I was also talking to a neighbor. A new neighbor had to move in. And you know, sometimes when when X would go out, do whatever he doing, work or whatever he claimed that he was doing, I would hang out with neighbor and chill with neighbor for a little bit or whatever, until X found out. Okay, so shortly after the truck incident, we ended up having to move. Okay, we ended up having to move, and we moved right next door to Bam's best friend. Okay, we moved right next door to Bam's best friend. I ain't gonna say right next door. It was like some duplexes, townhouses, upstairs and downstairs. And it was like mine, my neighbor, and then it was like a separation. And then it was hers over. It was like 2 townhouses. It was like duplexes, but townhouse duplexes. I don't know what those are called, but upstairs and downstairs duplexes. And they were side by side, but it was a lot of them in the cul-de-sac or whatever. A lot of the same buildings, whatever. So, yeah. So anyways, so, we ended up having to move. And I'm skipping. No, I'm not. We ended up having to move. And, like I said, the more and more days go by, the closer me and Bam getting or whatever. We talking on the phone, the days and the nights that X is not home, we'll be on the phone talking, caking. Some nights I be caking with the best friend, and other nights I be chilling with the neighbor or whoever else I'm chilling with. So one night, X asks, can he hold the car again? Can he hold the truck again? And you know, around this time, I had done got a little bit smart, and I went and bought not a camcorder, but a recorder. And I put the recorder in the house so that I could hear him talking, to see if he was talking to a chick, or to see if, you know, just to see what he would do during the day. But most of the time, like if I wasn't there, most of the time that I wasn't there, he was at work.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm. Allegedly.
Per.
But I pretty much bought the camcorder, the recorder, to put in the truck when he leaves. Like, say he asks, or I say I need him to go to the store and get something from the grocery store, or get something from the dollar store, or, you know, run an errand or so. So I pretty much bought that to put in the truck when I sent him on an errand. So I thought about it, because I told him after that, it's a no-go for my truck. It's a no-go. It's a no-go for any of my vehicles. Whatever vehicle I have from this point on, it's a no. So, okay, boom. He goes, I told him, yeah, because I knew I had the camcorder in there. So before he go, I said, well, hold on, let me go and get my, I told him I had to get something out of there. But I ended up putting the camcorder in up under the seat. I think it was either up under the seat or in the back pocket of the seat. One of the two. And y'all, Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. So yeah, anyways, I ended up putting the camcorder in there. Okay. He ended up going out. It ended up being him, Bam, and Pebbles. They went out. Now, mind you, I didn't know Pebbles was going, but her and Bam is best friends. So I didn't know that Pebbles went until I got the camcorder back. So the next day, I ended up, I want to say the next day, either I had to go to work or he had to go to work. But either way, I was alone. I always used to wait till I'm alone to listen to the camcorder. I mean, to the recorder. If I say camcorder, y'all know what I'm talking about. Recorder. Okay? So I always used to wait till I was alone to listen to the recorder. So this point in time, I done clicked on the recorder. So first it's X and Bam in the car or whatever. Actually, I'm lying. It's all three of them ended up getting in the car or whatever. At first it was, hey, how you doing? What's up? Where we going? Whatever. He asked to go to this place called Lee's place. It used to be up the street from where we was living or whatever. So that's another reason why I really didn't too much mind, because it was up the street and he said he was going with Bam. He said him and Bam was going. So I really don't know if he even knew Pebbles was going or whatever. So when he said him and Bam, I was okay with it or whatever. So they gets to the spot wherever they landed to, which was, I guess, the place called Lee's place. They get in the car, they talking, they speaking or whatever, and basically pretty much just asking where they going. He telling them where they finna go, where he going or whatever, and telling him pretty much basically that he finna go up there to meet somebody. Typical X, he's going up there to meet somebody, and I guess have drinks or whatever, date, whatever he was going to do with this particular person he was going to meet. So, anyways, they got there. Everybody ended up getting out of the car. So it was really quiet for maybe 2 hours, an hour or two. Then Bam and Pebbles end up getting back in the truck. Okay. So Bam and Pebbles gets back in the truck. Okay, recorder still recording, okay, doing his job, understanding the assignment. So Bam like, yeah, look at this nigga. This nigga got a whole old lady home, and this is what he come out to do. He was like, man, the shit crazy. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand this nigga for the life of me. He just can't be faithful and be with one bitch for nothing. And so she like, that's crazy. Talking about, look how he all over her. This is Pebbles saying, like, look how he all over her. Like he just is not going back home to LISHA. So, they just going backwards and forwards about how he was all over the bitch, and he all hugging and kissing all on her or whatever. So then, y'all, here goes the juice, y'all. So then Bam goes to tell Pebbles about the whole truck incident. He was like, yeah, man. He's like, man, that nigga hell. He was like, man, do you know this nigga stole this girl truck? This nigga done told this girl he was going to a TIk concert somewhere. And this nigga ended up going to a bitch house, spending the whole weekend with the bitch. Okay? She called me looking for the nigga. I called him, and he didn't answer the phone for me, nor did he call me back. But she ended up, she calling me, she crying, talking about, you know, just tell him, you know, just to bring my truck back if he's okay. You know, she was really worried and crying. He was like, man, I felt so bad or whatever. He was like, man, I felt so bad for dog. He was like, she was like real deal worried. And this nigga didn't even give a fuck. This nigga, he was like, this nigga didn't even give a fuck. This nigga, he still do what the fuck he was doing that weekend. So she like, what? He had her truck for the whole weekend and he was at a bitch house. So he was like, shit, you, man, that nigga, hell, you don't know that nigga. He like, man, that nigga got hoes everywhere. He was like, man, that nigga got plenty of hoes. So she was like, man, that's crazy. And she don't know about none of them. He was like, I don't think so. She don't never really say nothing about him fucking off or whatever. But I did. I knew he was doing something with somebody. I didn't know if it was a lot of women or if it was just one particular woman. But anyway, so he was like, yeah, he was like, man, she told me that he told her that the car was damn towed. The car wasn't even motherfucking towed. This nigga got the girl car. He had the girl car all this time. He said, man, I wanted to tell her so bad. He was like, but that's my homie. He was like, I couldn't tell on my homie. He was like, man, this nigga done had this girl car for 2.5 months. This nigga had this girl walking to the stores, walking home from the stores, catching buses, cabs, bitch, trains, bitch. He had her thinking that he was going to the train, catching the train to work. He would park the truck at the train station, get in the truck, drive to work, drive back home, and act like he done caught the bus back, caught the train back home. He'll act like he done caught the train back home and come home like that shit ain't nothing. He's like, I asked this nigga, how long you think you gonna be able to get away with this? He was like, he told him, as long as I can. I was like y'all, I'm listening to this shit like with my mouth wide open. And when I tell y'all, when I heard this shit, bruh, that feeling in my gut that I knew it was something, bruh, that's what it was. God was trying to tell me that this nigga is trifling. This a foul ass nigga. God done gave me so many warnings about this man. Warnings, red flags. Let me tell you something. I ducked and dodged all them hoes. You hear me? All of them. And he put me through hell. I put him through a little bit of hell, but it was well-deserved hell. I put him through hell because he put me through it. You know, I did a lot of tit for tat. The stuff that I did was because stuff that he did. No, two wrongs don't make it right. It doesn't. But at the time, I wasn't thinking that, nor did I care about that. So yeah, so he was like, this nigga said for as long as I could, as long as I can. But he also said, I asked him why he doing, like, I asked him why was he doing it. And he said at first, he said it started out being he didn't want to tell me that he had the truck at a bitch house. Like, he didn't know how to lie and say that he had a truck. He had the truck the whole weekend at a bitch house. Like, that's what it started out being. And then when the whole when he came home and told me that the truck was towed and all of that and that and this, and I believed it, he had to go along with the lie. He had to go along with the lie. So he didn't know how long he was gonna go along with the lie. I guess he was just waiting to get caught. Pretty much. That's what he told Bam. So Pebble's like, bitch, like, what? Like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me this nigga telling all the nigga business, ain't he? But anyways, So you mean to tell me this man had this girl truck for damn near 2.5 months, okay? And had her and her kids walking to and from places, and he had the truck parked across the street, my nigga? Yeah. So he like, yup. He was like, man, I told you this nigga hell. He was like, this nigga is this boy. He was just like, man, this nigga is a nothing ass nigga. He's no good. Okay. This ain't a nigga that. And he was like, and I just don't understand why she just won't leave his ass. I don't understand why she won't leave. He was like, he done did a lot of stuff to her and she just won't go or whatever. But he didn't understand the stance I felt. I felt like, not that I couldn't leave because I could have, but I had moved away from home. I did not want to move back home. Okay, so I felt like I moved away from home for a reason. Okay, I struggled at home. I'm struggling now here. And that'll be another story time that I'm gonna tell y'all when I moved here. That's a whole nother story. But the first 2 years that I moved here, it was a whole struggle. And I just felt like shit, I had somebody to go through the struggle with me. You know what I'm saying? He did, even though he did a lot of bad, he also did a lot of good. He just made sure, he just came through when it was time to come through, if that makes any sense. We struggled a lot and he came through during the time that he was supposed to come through. So at the time, I just felt like that was enough or whatever. And Ben was just basically telling her like, bitch, this nigga ain't no good, don't mean her no good, and she won't leave. She just she there. So Pep was like, man, that's crazy. Ain't no way a nigga finna be running me through the mud like that. And I know a lot of y'all out there saying the same thing. Ain't no way a nigga finna be running y'all through the mud. But let me tell y'all something. You can never judge a person about what they went through, because baby, you never know if you gonna go through the same thing. You never know. I had to learn that the hard way. I had to learn that I don't ever say no more, oh, I could never do that. Oh, he could have never did that to me. Oh, you know.
Oh, that's good for you, baby.
So it don't even dock my mouth no more, because this man done drugged me through the mud, baby. Done drugged me through so much mud. You hear me? I can't ever say that. I can't never judge nobody about their relationship, about anything. Anyways, who am I to judge? Only God can judge us. In the words of Tupac, okay? So anyway, yeah, so them two talking, bitch, I'm listening. And it's like, yeah, I got my mouth open, my jaws dropped. And it's like I knew this, but it's like to hear it, to fucking hear it. Like it was just a whole nother heartbreak to hear it. And come to find out, the lady that he stayed the weekend with later became his baby mama, later became his wife. Yeah, the same lady. This was the beginning of them two. Okay, so yeah, but after that, like I said, I don't know where he was. I don't know where he was. Because I really feel like I was home by myself. I want to say he was at work, though. I really want to say he was at work.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Per.
Well, from what he tell me, you know, you never know where X was. You know what I'm saying? This nigga used to say he was at work so much. It's done been times where this nigga, I done had a gut feeling that this nigga ain't at work. I done went to his job, whole job shut down, bitch. Whole job shut down, but you at work. Bitch, use a lie. Ooh, y'all look at that. Ooh. Oh, we gonna hide that. But anyway, whole job shut down, but you at work though. But that's what's up. Nigga ain't give a fuck. Cause guess what? I had my motherfucking car. He wasn't in my shit, so I ain't give a fuck, bitch. So anyway, yeah, so this bitch come home. I let the bitch hear the recording, and I'm like, oh, bitch, you was at a bitch house in my shit. You know, going in, you know, the usual, oh, you a trifling bitch ass nigga. I just was telling him, like, you know what I'm saying? Karma's a bitch. Bitch, basically just telling him Karma's a bitch. Bitch, you gonna get it. You around here fucking with any and everybody, bitch. You is for the streets. You know, basically, we going backwards and forth.
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to me.
So, actually, you know what? I don't think I let him hear the, nope, I'm lying. I didn't let him hear the recording. I told him what happened. I said what happened on the recorder. I never let him know that it was a recorder because I continued to use the recorder every day after this or whatever to get dirt. So, or to get, dirt. So anyways, but, so he done left one day and I'm telling the neighbor like, man, do you know this nigga cat dog fraud? He was like, man, I heard y'all down there, cause we lived on the bottom floor. He was like, man, I heard y'all down there, fussing, like, what the hell y'all was arguing about, whatever. So I went to telling him, like, what the hell we was arguing about. He was like, man, that's wild. He was like, are you still with this nigga or whatever? And I'm, you know, basically just pretty much like, hey, bruh, yeah, I'm still with this nigga. Like, what else am I gonna say? Ain't nothing else that I can say. You know what I'm saying? I can't say, no excuse. Absolutely no excuse. Yes, I can give y'all this excuse as to why I didn't leave, that excuse as to why I didn't leave, but, you know, and those are real deal excuses. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they are what they are, excuses. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, so we fussed and fought about it. He denied it to the end. Say Bam was lying. He talked too much. Well, how he talk too much, but he lying. Like, so anyways, he was just like, oh man, that's a lie. You know, basically just pretty much just saying that Bam lied or whatever. So one day he ended up, I don't know what made him check my phone. But he checked my phone one day. I don't know if me telling him or me going in on him, he felt like something was going on or I had some shit going on or what, but he checked my phone one day and he saw that I had been texting other niggas, one being Bam and the other one being Neighbor. So he like, what the fuck is this? Like, you and Bam been talking all this time? Like, you and Bam, like, what the fuck? Like, y'all got me fucked up. Like, he going in, y'all got me fucked up. You and Bam been talking all this time? He was like, man, that nigga, you and that nigga been talking? Like, talking to each other on the phone, texting each other, like, man, y'all got me fucked up. So I don't know what he went back and told Bam or what. I don't know what him and Bam went through, whether he called Bam and said cat dog or fraud. I do know that he told Bam, don't call or text my phone no more. Like, it's a wrap. Don't call and text my phone no more. I do know that he told him that. I don't know what else conversation that they had, because y'all, the next day or two after Bam and X got into it or talked about whatever, the next day or two, Pebbles is in my inbox saying, oh, you know what, I should have pulled that shit up, saying, she was like, oh, you a trifling bitch. What she say? She say, you a trifling bitch. You will fuck with a nigga best friend, or you will fuck with a nigga best friend, and then tell the nigga that the best friend tried to fuck with you. It was something in that vicinity, girl. Something in that vicinity. I said, ho, get out my motherfucking inbox, bitch. I don't know what Bam done went back and told you, ho, but you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And anyways, bitch, get out my inbox, ho. I live right next door, bitch. You know where I'm at. Like, ho, if you really want it, bitch, you can get it. Cause, bitch, I needed to let all this motherfucking frustration off that X had done put me the fuck through any motherfucking way. So, bitch, I was ready to drag a bitch, to be honest.
I don't fight. I don't wrestle. I beat bitches up.
Anywho, after I told that whole bitch, ho, get out my inbox, I don't know what the fuck that nigga told you. Okay, y'all, I gotta make this real quick. This editing LISHA. After I also told that whole whatever Bam came and told you, why he telling you shit, bitch. He ain't tell you that he around here telling people that your son was gay, ho. Ho, get out my inbox, bitch. And honey, I live right next door, bitch. You know where I be at. Come knock on the door, ho, so you can get drugged up and down Crackstone. Anyways, never heard from her again. She blocked me. I blocked her. Never spoke to her again. And baby, I look better not speaking, because honey, who feelings you hurt, bitch? Not mine. Cause bitch, you wasn't me and you wasn't really talking like that. Anyways, we'll talk here or there, but it wasn't nothing that serious for me to be crashing and bashing about. Anyway, and I digress. Moving along. But yeah, I don't know what he had done told her or whatever. I don't know what he had done told X, but X was like, he was like torn between the two. He didn't know who to believe. He didn't know whether he should believe me or he didn't know whether he should believe. He never told me what was said. He never told me what Bam told him, but he also was like, he was torn. He didn't know who to believe, but bitch, I didn't give a fuck who you believed. To be honest with you, it is what if you don't want to believe me, you ain't got to, bitch. You could believe Bam, bitch, because all the shit that you done did to me, baby. You think I give a fuck about what a Bam said to you about what, child? Anywho, but yeah, so Bam from then on out never spoke to me again. Actually, no, I'm lying. After that, we text backwards and forwards. We text maybe another day or two. I want to say Bam waited a day before he texted, and then he texted the day after. I mean, the 2 days after. And what he texted me something. Me and X was in a drive-thru or something, and Bam texted my phone, and X looked down and it said Bam name. So he was like, I thought I told you to stop fucking texting that nigga. I said, first of all, that nigga texted me. That's first and foremost. And so he was like, hold on, let me get your phone. Let me get your phone. So I'm like, no, what you need to get my phone for? The fuck? So the bitch snatched my phone.
Give me my fucking phone, man.
Come on, what's wrong with
Give me my fucking phone, bitch.
Called Bam and told Bam, nigga, I thought I told you to stop calling my girl. I thought I told you to stop texting my girl. Like, what's up? What's going on? What you texting for? What's up? I don't know what Bam said. I was trying to listen, but I don't know what, because I'm like, give me my phone. Like, what the fuck? Why did you snatch my phone? Give me my phone. Like,
I like these.
Give me my shit. Give me my shit.
I'm sorry.
Give me my shit before I kill you. I got the knife in my back.
One of them things or whatever. So I don't know what Bam told him. They ended up hanging up. So he was like, why you ain't tell me that he was still texting and calling you? What do I need to tell you that for? It's a lot of shit you do that you don't tell me. So what do I need to tell you that for? Let me know.
mind your business and leave my business alone.
Anywho, moving along. So he was just like, okay, yeah, you gonna keep playing with me, y'all gonna keep playing with me, or whatever. So after that last time, Bam said nothing else to me. Bam, he did not talk to me. He actually got real, he blocked me off of all social media, okay? He blocked me on the phone. He don't even speak no more, my nigga. When I don't know what the fuck X told him, but bitch, he don't even speak. I don't know whether he believed his lies that he told Pebbles and X, but, yeah, he does not, I see, although he's moved, he done moved to Texas, I think, X said he moved to Texas, but after the end, he never did speak to me again, nothing. So, anyways, but yeah, that's it on that. That's the end of that story time. Ex best friend ended up giving him up, and he didn't even know it. And yeah, so if you guys like this story time, make sure you guys hit that like button, comment down below, and yeah, until next time.